The problem isn't that you think too much, it's that your brain learned it was safer to be prepared for everything than to be hurt again. You don't have an overthinking problem. You have a survival strategy that's been running for years. See, overthinking isn't random. It's not because you're weak, dramatic, or can't let things go. It's because at some point in your life, something bad happened, and your nervous system literally said, we're never gonna let this happen again. So now, when you replay conversation, imagine worst case scenario, or question if people are mad at you, that's your body trying to keep you safe from danger that isn't there anymore. Overthinking is how your brain tries to create control in chaos. If you grow up in an unpredictable environment where love, safety, or approval were not guaranteed, you learn to scan for danger before it even happened. You become the analyzer, the peacemaker, the one who needs to figure everything out because that's how you survive. But now that you're an adult, that same survival strategy, it's exhausting you now. You can't relax. You can't make decisions. You keep living on high alert, even when nothing is wrong. You know you're in survival mode, especially when it comes to overthinking, when you replay conversation, trying to find what you did wrong. You assume people are upset with you, even when they're not. You can't enjoy the present because your mind is stuck in what if. You seek reassurance to feel safe, not because you don't know what to do, but because your body doesn't believe you're safe. This isn't anxiety, it's your nervous system stuck in the survival patterns that was meant to keep you safe a long time ago. Let me give an example of how this shows up in my life before I healed it. I talked about in my oldest videos how my childhood was really hard. I can't think of any happy moment. If you tell me to think about how I was as a child, the only thing that comes to mind, that will ever come to mind, is how I used to hustle just to be liked, just to be accepted, just to get what the other people seem to have and I didn't have. And I remember when I lived with my mom, things just got worse. I thought, I don't know, I thought being with my mom, things will get better because she's my mom, she's gonna love me. That was not the case. And if you're someone that is going through this with your parents, I just want to tell you that I know it seems hard and it's not your fault. Okay, because I used to blame myself. I used to think that what did I do wrong? Like, how come my mom can't love me? You know, even now when I go outside and I see a little girl with her mother, and I'm just like, please just love her. Please just love her. Or when I see someone being loved by the parents, and I used to get so sad. I used to think, why can't that happen to me? How come my mom doesn't love me or treat me the way a parent is supposed to treat a kid? But anyway, that's not the story. I remember in high school, my school used to start at 8 a.m. to 2:20 p.m. And I remember around 2 p.m. or 2:10, I'll start overthinking because I know that when I go home, things are not gonna be as peaceful as it is at school. And I would start thinking, okay, if I go home, if she's in the living room, how should I say? How should I greet her? And what should I say? Should I just go and start cleaning the house? Should I just go in my room and go to sleep? I would start thinking and trying to figure out the perfect response, the perfect plan. Because I used to think that if I could just figure out the perfect response, the perfect plan, I'll finally feel peace. That when I go in the house, I'll know what to say, I'll prepare myself. But peace never came from thinking, it came from trusting. Trusting myself that I could survive disappointment. Trusting myself that I can handle being misunderstood. Trusting myself that I don't have to figure everything out to be safe. When you start overthinking, even if it's not at the moment when the thought comes in, even if it's 10 seconds later or 20 seconds later, what helped me is taking my hands and putting on my heart and talking to my body. Basically, this is how we look like. Body, I am safe. I know you're just trying to protect me, but I am safe. I don't need to protect myself from something that isn't here. If it comes to a time where I am in danger, you can jump in. But right now, I am good. Right now, I am safe. When you name what is happening in your mind, you bring your logical mind back in charge. When you drop into your body, you bring your logical mind back in charge, and you drop back to the present moment instead of you thinking, okay, if this happened, how should I react? Because that's what I would do. I was at school and my mind was already at the door in my house, which is like 30 minutes away, over an hour away. So you have to just drop into your body. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna tell you that I do this all the time. I don't. Sometimes I'm even 20, not 20 minutes, but 20 seconds to even a minute into the thought that I realize, okay, this is not real. This is not happening. And I drop back in my body. Overthinking is a body problem, pretending to be a mind problem. So, a way to heal this is to drop into your body, to remind your body that you are safe, to regulate your nervous system. You can do this by going for a walk, going to the gym, basically doing something that will make you drop into your body, to make you regulate your nervous system. Because once your body is calm, your mind will follow. We overthink because we're trying to predict pain. I can speak for myself that when, with the example that I just gave of me being at school, and then once we're getting closer to me going home, I start to have this thought of like overthinking how I should behave, trying to plant the perfect response. The reason I used to do that is because I just want to know. I just kind of want to like, it's kind of like watching a preview of a movie, trying to figure out what's going to happen, trying to get myself familiar with what is going to happen. But safety doesn't come from knowing every outcome. It comes from trusting yourself that you can handle whatever happened. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, for example, if you say that you were going to go for a walk and you actually went for the walk, if you said that you were going to rest and you actually rest, if you said that you were going to eat healthy and you actually ate healthy, you are proving to your nervous system, to your body, that you are someone that you can trust. And that's how you slowly leave survival mode. Let me give you an example. Last year, I signed up for the gym. Actually, no, in 2024, I signed up for the gym. And the main reason why I signed up for the gym is because I wanted to work on my confidence. I hated the fact that I was not confident. I hated the fact that I could not defend myself. And I hated the fact that I had a people pleasing personality. And I've learned this, I'm not sure where, it's either on a podcast or one of my coaches told me this, that when you keep a promise, when you make a promise to yourself and you keep that promise, you are building trust within yourself. And when you build trust within yourself, you are also building your confidence. And that's how confidence is built, by keeping promises to yourself. And I see those evidence when I've from 2024 to now. I can see myself being a different person. Now I can stand up for myself. It used to be so hard for me to stand up in front of even my friends. Okay, when they do something wrong, I used to be so scared to speak up. I used to be so scared to just be who I am. And when I kept that promise of going to the gym every Monday to Friday, I will see that I am a different person. Now I do not accept less than what I know I deserve. Even when one of my friends, when they make a promise and they don't keep it, it's so easy for me to go to them and be like, hey, you say you're gonna do this thing but you didn't. Next time, please just don't say something that you know you're not gonna do. I have one friend that it always happened, and I know it's because she's in school, she's doing nursing, so she probably doesn't have time to do what she said she was gonna do. But I told her, like, if you know you're not gonna do something, or if you know that you are a busy person, please don't make promises. Because when I make promises to myself, I do them. Okay, like, I do not let myself down. So I'm not gonna let someone let me down. If you have a chance of not doing it, just don't do it at all. So keeping promises to yourself, it's more than just the thing that you are doing. You are building something within. You are healing yourself on the inside. That's why I named this YouTube channel My Inner Glow Up, because everything that you're doing, it starts from the inside. Once you start to heal your nervous system, the outside starts to change automatically. automatically what automatically, okay? That's why you need to focus on your nervous system. You need to focus on healing what's inside, going through those wounds, trying to, it's like healing, it's like an onion. Like, you just, every layer there's something new that's happening. And that's what you want to do. You really want to go to those things that you can't see, when you get a trigger, when you well, yeah, when something is triggering you, trying to find out why is that, like, why is that triggering you, and keep promises to yourself. If you can't make it, it's better to talk to yourself. Okay, like, I don't know if this is weird or not, but I do. When I know I said I was gonna do something and I don't do it, I will talk to myself. I will tell myself, okay, I said that I was gonna do this, we said that we're gonna do this, but I can't do this. This is why, but I promise I will make it up to you. That is so much better, and it's doing something different than you just not doing it, and not, like, talking to yourself. And yeah, like, it's so much. I hope this makes sense. Please let me know in the comments if anything that I said doesn't make sense, and I would love to explain further. But on the point of keeping promise to yourself, this one will change so much for you. You're gonna show up as a different person when you know that you can do something for yourself, that you see yourself on a different level. You don't want something lower than that. Like, you're not gonna put yourself, for example, in a relationship with someone that's not gonna be able to provide what you provide for yourself. Here are the takeaways for this video. Overthinking is your brain trying to keep you safe. To heal overthinking, you have to calm your body first, and then your thought, your mind will follow. Real safety is built through self-trust, not control. Let me know in the comments which part of this video resonated with you, or if there's any part of the video that you want me to explain further or give more example. And as always, have fun practicing these tools, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.